All right, good morning, everybody. I figured I should probably go ahead and make this tutorial video now on how to open up the bleeding edge version of Markout because I know it can be pretty confusing dealing with a lot of these files. So first things first, once you've downloaded the file, you'll probably find it in either your downloads or your documents folder, one of those on your computer, and it should show just like this. Bleeding edge build 0.1 underscore Windows or whatever version we're on. Then you just want to double click that, and you'll need some form of extractor. So I use WinRAR. It's free. I've been using that for a while. I think you use WinZip. 7-zip is another one that you can use. And some computers I think actually have a built-in extractor. But yeah, I downloaded WinRAR. What you next want to do is you don't even have to select anything because it should automatically do everything. But if you do want to just make sure, just click on that folder, the bleeding edge build 0.1 folder, and hit extract to. And now it's giving me options on where I can put it. So I'm gonna drop it inside of. I'm building my folder on the other side. Alright, so I'm popping in the folder called demo location, and then I just hit OK. Alright, so now that it's exported, I should be able to just go ahead, find that folder, demo location, here we go. And now you'll see this is what we just exported. So this is that bleeding edge build 0.1. You want to go in here. Now you'll see Windows no editor. You want to click into that as well. And then you'll see Spot Callers Mobile down here, application. I don't have extensions showing, but it's actually a exe file. I'm trying to see if I can show it for you all, but you should be able to understand. So when you actually look at the file, and on your computer it might look like this, exe. That's the same exact file this is. I just don't have my extension showing, so that's why I show it like that. But you just want to go ahead and double click on that. Now you're in. Try to cut the music down some. Yeah, this music is ear damage, definitely. Okay, so as you can see, I gave a lot of text. Please remember, I just put this build together yesterday. So I do see a couple spelling errors that I need to go ahead and fix up and critique. But since my time has been extremely cluttered with other stuff, I wanted to make sure I at least got something out so that you can test it and let me know what you think so far. So then going into it, again, ignore all of the art, like even the logo, everything is being redesigned by an amazing graphic design team, upcoming in September. But you can go in here right now, and first thing I would recommend you doing is going into the card catalog. You'll see two different tiers that we have currently. So pre-alpha modified and then pre-alpha assembly. So pre-alpha modified, this just shows you cars that can be merged too. So, for instance, a superplex. This car is a combination of a vertical suplex and a modifier avalanche card. Same with the avalanche Spanish fly. It's a combination of a Spanish fly card and an avalanche modifier card. The diving moonsault is a combination of a standing moonsault and a modifier diving card, and the shooting star is a combination of the standing shooting star press as well as the modified avalanche card. I mean diving card, sorry. And then these are the base cards. So here's the vertical suplex, and you can tell cards that can be fused to create those cards I just shown by looking for this icon right here. This icon means that this card can be fused, and I'll show you where you can actually find fusible versions of those cards and like what they can fuse with, because of course you wouldn't be able to remember them all and just know them all off the top of your head. So yeah, so I just wanted to kind of scroll through and show you that you can check out the cards here. And as you can see, the modifiers do no damage. These are the modifiers here. So these do no damage, and they have no required energy resource. Now the reason for this is because these are only meant to be used in combination with other cards. I might eventually change it, so definitely give me your feedback on how you think I should do it. I can either make it where you can't play these at all alone, like if you try to throw out a dive modifier card, it just won't work and you'll have to skip a turn. Or I can make it where maybe you can ditch this card from your deck at that moment in time when you're about to use it, like from your hand. Another thing that I could also do is make it where this card can be used as a supplement card if you use it and you don't use it in combination with something. So if you just throw this card out alone, maybe you get a boost in your health or something like that. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. So heading back to the other stuff, let's go ahead and look at the deck editor. So starting off, I just allowed you all to have those cards all unlocked already. For some reason, I have every card unlocked on mine. So this is, oh, you know what? This is reading from my save file. I apologize. Since I just opened this up and extracted it on my computer, it's reading from my save file that I did a while back. Not my editor save file. So you won't have all of these cards unlocked. But what I wanted to show you is look for something like the avalanche modifier here. Click on it, and then you'll be able to see formulas. Now this is where you can see what cards can be fused with what. So you can see, okay, if I have an avalanche modifier in a vertical suplex, it'll make me a superplex. If I have an avalanche modifier in a Spanish fly, I have an avalanche Spanish fly. And so on and so forth. And ignore the upgrades. Again, you can basically upgrade this card all the way to level 3 right now, since nothing is being set or stored on it. And the cool thing about this is it's actually kind of a hack, like if somebody figures it out. But since I upgraded this to level 3, if I try to merge it with another card that is compatible, it might actually take that card, that modified card version up to level 3, because that's the highest level that we have. But yeah, definitely check it out and let me know if you find anything funky going on with it. Because we want to get all of these bugs smashed and killed before we get ready to start polishing the game up more and get ready to ship it out. So next thing I want to show you is, actually back in the deck editor, let me show you how to remove and add cards to your deck. So this right here is just the card pool. So these are available cards. This is your actual deck. So once you remove cards from your deck, they will pop back up in the card pool, and vice versa. When you add cards from here to your deck, they will be removed from the card pool. So let me show you an example. This power bomb here. I want to go ahead and add that power bomb to my deck, and now you can see it right here. It's my power bomb. But what you don't see is you don't see the power bomb here anymore. Now if I click back on the power bomb and I remove it from my deck, you can see the power bomb is right back there. So that's how you add and remove cards from the game. Another thing you can do is set finishers. So if I went into the power bomb, I can add it to my deck, and then I can use as a finisher. So now this will be my finisher in the game. So when my momentum is all the way full, that's the move I would use. I was going to try to run through a match. Actually, yeah, I can run through one of these base matches. So again, ignore the art. We'll have standard. I have a cage match ready to go. I have a ladder match with some animations, but just not enough animation to put in the beta. Into this pre-alpha. And then we have arenas. I just have the Monster Factory available for you right now, but we do have additional arenas in the game that I'm sure if you've been following any of the art, any of the pictures, you've been seeing me build out. So some of these arenas are fully built. But again, for the purposes of this, I just want to go as light as possible, get the minimum feedback. Here, this very ugly screen is just something I put together. And I just named it after like 4 of the supporters who are constantly in my Twitch streams. So you can kind of have fun with that. But here you can view your deck before the match starts with that wrestler, so you'll see what moves are actually available for the wrestler that you just selected. So these decks are preset. You can't change these right now because this is this is hard coded in basically. But you can see the F means finisher right now. So springboard cutter is my finisher. But the way I balance this game out right now, you really won't even care about the finisher because you will never actually have your opponent at enough health to actually pull the finisher off. That was done semi-intentionally. The cards are not balanced yet, but since I only had 10 cards, I wanted to make sure you could go through an entire match with the cards that you had. So that's why, the finishers, you can never get to them right now. But yeah, let's hop in. So again, animations same exact animation from the Rainmaker pose. For the entrance and starting off, that's just to show the basic mechanics of the entrance, having 4 locations for posing. Of course, it'll look a lot more dynamic when it's not just the same exact pose. All right, so now I have my match started. I switched it from 6 cards at a time to 3 cards at a time. I really thought it kind of added more strategy to the game somehow, not having all of those options immediately available. It kind of makes you have to wonder what card is coming up next and how should you play it. Again, I'm sorry, I literally just woke up and saw the feedback that people were having problems, and I was like, let me get this out right now. Okay, so what you want to pay attention to with this is each card in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see a number. Now, what this number signifies is the required energy resource to pull that move off. So you can see the energy resource for each player right here. Each time you have a turn, it'll go up by 1. So you can see I have 1, my opponent has 0 because they haven't had a turn yet. So right now you just see 1s, but these do change. You do see 2s. When cards are upgraded, it'll go into like the 4s and 6s. And what you can do is actually pass if you want to gain 1. So that will allow you to, if you see a card that has 2 and you only have 1 and you don't want to use your 1, you can pass it, and then now you'll have 2 and you can use that card with 2. I'm talking kind of fast, but hopefully that makes it. So looking at this, I want to save my vertical suplex because I want to see if I'm gonna get my avalanche card to modify and make a superplex. So I'm gonna save this. My Boston Crab. Actually, no, yeah, we're gonna use the Boston Crab because we can't get finishers right now and use them anyway. So this 10 means a lot less to me right now than if I was playing and I could get my finisher because I would want to build up to get my finisher and pull it off. So let's just throw the Boston Crab. So I just picked it up and dragged it, and dropped it. And we pulled off a Boston Crab. Ah, they hit me with the vertical suplex early, okay. Alright, so now you can see my health is at 80, his health is at 80. And he has more momentum. But that's fine. So I'm also going to save my standing shooting star press in hopes that I can get a modifier diving card. Let's just drop a rear knee on him. I also don't have the computer formulating like fuses of moves, so they don't know how to combine moves currently. That's something that'll be simple to fix, but I just didn't want to throw it in right now and risk making an additional bug before I released it. Now, if I don't get a modifying card next, I think I might go ahead and use that standing shooting star press because it takes 30 damage away from him, and that'll be a pretty big hit. And I don't want him to hit me with that first. I clicked the wrong screen. Sorry about that. Also, I might need to save up. I might need to pass 1 because if I get a modifier, it's probably going to take 2. Oh, no, we got a Brain Buster. Let's use... Oh, but you see what I mean? That Brain Buster requires 2. I only have 1 here, so I actually need to pass because I want to use that Brain Buster. But we got to pass. We got to take an L on this one. But my damage is now at 38, so I'm really, really close to getting beat. So let's go ahead and use this, and hopefully he doesn't use anything too bad on me to win the match. Because he got 35 left. I also want to put AI personalities where, the AI will react different. Okay, cool. He only did -20, so I should be probably at 18, 13? Yeah, 18. Okay, so I didn't get any modifiers this time, but what I'll go ahead and do is I'll just end this match. So it's 15. So any card I use will end this match. So let's go ahead and let's just hit your boy with a standard shooting star press. Oh, didn't even realize that standard shooting star press required 2 until just now. So we're gonna use the Spanish fly. Boom. All right. Now I'm pinning. 1, 2, 3. The effects are not added for the pin animation or the submit, match over yet, but it definitely will be added. And tap to continue. Now this should take me back home. Yep. All right. So you can see I got my 50 VC from that match. I don't show RP currently, even though I have it. And what I can do now, and it won't really matter for the battle because you won't see it anyways. But what I can do with that 50 is I can go into my deck editor and I can find the move that I have. For instance, vertical suplex, and now I should be able to upgrade. Now this right here is gonna show me if I got a bug. I actually think I might have already found the bug watching somebody mess around with it, but I think I have my virtual currencies going the opposite way for something. So let's see, upgrade. All right, so now I have an upgraded version of this card, so that's the level 2, and then maxes out at level 3. So let's see something. Okay, no, so then it wasn't a bug there, but on one of my moves, it says negative when you try to upgrade, and that'll give you the points instead, so I gotta definitely fix that. But yeah, so now I have 10, but I also have an upgraded vertical suplex. So you can see my vertical suplex is now at 1. And I have these all say 0, but I think I might switch all of these to start from 1 just because the 0 looks kind of weird. I was thinking in terms of an array. But the 0 just always looked ugly to me on a card like this. I think you should at least have 1. So I'll switch the default to be 1 for display. But now you see my upgrade. And each card has an upgrade factor, by the way. They all upgrade a little differently. So whereas my vertical suplex, it might have a maximum level of 3 that you can do. It's upgrading by I think it upgrades by increments of this each time. So it'll go by 20, 20, and then 20 here, and then by 1, 2, and 3, and then by negative 20, negative 40, and negative 60. Now some of my cards, let me see if I can find one. I'm trying to remember what card. Maybe the Power Driver. Power Driver basically does the same thing. But you can still see what I mean. So it goes by 2, 4, 6. So it's not just the same exact upgrade amount for every single card. They actually react and act a little bit differently. What other move? Got a Brain Buster in here, definitely. 35, 70, 105. But yeah, so that's the game right now. The other thing you can do in this system might be a little broken because I'm not sure why it's broken yet. I need to dig in. But you can do a quest. So right now I just have the training gauntlet, which will have you face off against everybody that you can play as in the game right now, all 4 as. And you're playing as Aaron Panama. That's who you're playing as. But yes, it's the quest screen. So we start with Limitless Clipper, Jekinator, Mark G, and then Supwitch. And you just have to beat them one by one. But yeah, the game, honestly, I'm definitely enjoying the game a lot more with the way I redid the energy resource, because originally the energy resource was you started off with 100 automatically, and then you could basically just do any move that you wanted to starting off. Now that would have posed a problem for people who are super fired or super charged up, because they would have been able to pull off, game-ending moves starting right off with the game. And that's no fun. So I don't know why that didn't come to me when I thought about energy resource. It came to me after playing it a little bit, and I was kind of bored. And I'm like, man, I need more strategy. I need to be able to put more thoughts into this. What could I try? And then boom, that's what happened. Panama. Oh yes, this is using my moves. So now you can see this is my upgraded. This is my upgraded. No, this is not my upgraded vertical suplex here. I'm crazy. I didn't actually add my upgraded vertical suplex. I never added it to my deck. That was only in the card pool. Please don't be like me. Please be better. Something else I need to do. I need to add an exit button where you can quit mid match and go back to the main menu screen. So I definitely have to get that. So yeah, let me just see if I can go ahead and end this match. Either he could beat me or I could beat him. It really doesn't matter. So I want to change my deck and just put moves that I can modify in there. Oh, are you serious? As soon as I used my vertical suplex, I got my avalanche modifier. This is what I was trying to merge with. So let's see if I have any other cards I can merge with that vertical suplex. So you can see a lot of these cards are zeroed out because I didn't set any of them up except for the ones in the test that I provided for you. But this will just show you that there are additional moves in the game, not just 15 or however many I showed. I actually put a lot of work into these. Camera animations still need to be refined for a ton of them because I was just throwing them together to get the moves out. But yeah, I just wanted you to be able to see that I really worked my ass off on this game, man. I really hope you guys appreciate the effort and just have a good time. And if anything, just give me feedback that will help the game progress because I want this game to progress. I need it to progress. We gotta get sound effects in here. Okay, so I lost, apparently. Great job. Alright. So let's go back home. So I want to go back to my deck editor. Oh wait, no, it is in here. Now I'm confused. Might have fought the bug while I'm doing this. I'm confused on why. So yeah, it should have been 40. Okay, so I'm not sure what happened there. I'll have to see what exactly happened there. Only thing I can think of is that maybe these two cards have the same exact ID and it's reading them wrong. Oh yeah, so this one isn't leveled up. If I add that one to the deck, let's remove this one from the deck. I want to see if it's gonna pop up in here anywhere. Sorry, I'm troubleshooting while I'm here. Okay, I think I figured it out. So basically, because these moves are not actually saved, it's really weird how I set up. The card in my deck it was actually a different card, a different unique card. The ID is actually non-existent on my list because this was a preset deck and the cards were different. So that's what happened there. So when I upgraded the card, it upgraded the card in my deck, but I don't actually own that card. So it's kind of weird, but yeah, we'll figure it out. That's what this time is for. I haven't asked for a dime yet. I'm literally just asking for feedback, for critiques, and that's it. So we can just make this project better. So please bear with me through these bugs, through these difficult times. We are very, very close to getting this project out, like the finished version. And this was the first step, was getting this in your hands. So please let me know if you have any additional questions. Thank you to Oath of an Exile for the song, for the full album, but specifically the song I'm using right now, Full Circle Judgment. I think it actually fits the game pretty well. Gets me excited. So yeah, if you have any additional questions, let me know. I can be contacted on Discord or via email that I popped in the beginning of this game when you open it up. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace. Okay, I'm back. I lied. Something else I do need to show you. I forgot to show you the merge, the card merge. That was my entire point of So let's just make a new deck. Alright, and I just understood what supplement with the naming screen I need to get rid of. Okay, I got you now. So let's go ahead, let's add that vertical suplex. And let's add an avalanche modifier. Let's add Let's add a dial modifier, and let's add look for a moonsault. Here we go. Here's a moonsault. Okay, so let's just give it a try and let's see what happens. We're going to be playing with test deck. So switch it up here, and hopefully that works. No, projects, sometimes things work that you don't think are going to work, and then sometimes things just don't work as they should, and you just sitting there scratching your head like, where did I go wrong in life? Yeah. Also, big thanks to Danny Cage for allowing me to use the Monster Factory training school for this project, which I think looks beautiful in the game. It really came out how I wanted it to. Okay, so let me show you the modifier fusion of cards that I've been talking so much about. So, as you can see, all of these cards have these gray icons, but all of these cards are not compatible with each other. So if I try to take a vertical suplex and I hover over die modifier, you see nothing happens. If I hover over moonsault, nothing happens. However, if I take the die modifier and I hover over moonsault, you see I now have a diving moonsault that appears. So let's make the diving moonsault. Now, as you can see, it requires 3, so I can't use it yet. So we're gonna probably pass up another one too, so we can go ahead and use that card. We're gonna pass up another one. Okay, so now I can use that card. So let's go ahead and use that card. So now you see we pulled off a diving moonsault. So that's basically what the moves. Oh, we got another one. And then our vertical suplex and our avalanche modifier, we could piece these together and turn it into a superplex. So yeah, I'm out of cards. But that was the fuse system. I just wanted you all to see it because I really definitely think that it is pretty cool feature to have, especially when you have a lot of cards and you know you want to just use them differently, but you don't want to have 5 variations of a moonsault in your deck. You probably just want to have one 3 or 4 base moonsault cards, and then you can have 5 or 6 different modifier cards that change it up how it's done. So I definitely think that'd be some fun to play around with. Now, as you can see, I'm out of cards here. So what should happen? Like, what do you all think should happen when you're out of cards? Do you get to restart your deck? Is that end of the match? I honestly think it should be end of match. If you couldn't beat your opponent and you're out of moves, I feel like it should be the end of the match. Maybe it allows you to pull one more card out of your deck that has been used, but yeah, like a desperation card. Maybe I can make some desperation cards that pop up here. So once you're out of cards, I can give like a couple different desperation cards that pop up, which would be like what do you call that? The roll up, that small package, maybe a small package, maybe a low blow, poking the eye where they don't have eyes, stuff like that. So please let me know what you think on that. Also, do we need to add faces to the game? Like, looking at Aaron Panama just kind of disturbs me a little bit with him not having a face. So do I need to add facial features into the game? Just let me know what you think. All right, peace.